Hello, and happy Founders Day. I'm honored to join you and thousands of fellow graduates around the globe as we come together in fellowship, grip hands, and celebrate the strength, the resiliency, and the timelessness of the long gray line. And as we do every Founders Day, we come together to celebrate the strength of our alma mater, the enduring purpose, and our honored duty that has guided this academy for 220 years. Preparing the leaders of character to build and lead cohesive teams of soldiers, our Army's greatest strength, who are ready to fight and win in the 21st century crucible of ground combat. Guided by the Army's people-first mentality and winning matters attitude, and in support of the Secretary of the Army's objectives, we continue to educate, train, and inspire the next generation of officers who live and lead honorably by Army values and the ideals of our academy: duty, honor, and country. The Corps is as tough, motivated, and resilient as ever, demonstrating excellence across all aspects of the Corps' leader development experience. After graduating the class of 2021 in front of family and friends at a traditional ceremony at Michie Stadium, we immediately transitioned to cadet summer training, where the Corps developed the warrior leadership and team-building skills necessary to lead, fight, and win on a complex, multi-domain battlefield. We brought back one component of cadet basic training that many of you will recognize from your own cadet days, and that's the week-long encampment at Lake Frederick. New cadets marched out, encamped in the familiar tent city by the lake, and of course, completed the traditional march back to West Point, accompanied by many of you. Throughout that week, new cadets were challenged and inspired through various training events, such as the leader reaction course, mountaineering skills, bugle stick training, and a crucible event modeled after the Army Infantry School's first 100 yards event. This tough, robust summer training set the stage for a strong transition to the academic year, where the Corps carried their energy, motivation, and grit from the summer into the fall semester. Their energy and resiliency, coupled with our continued discipline in mitigating COVID, allowed us to execute many in-person events, honoring our past, celebrating our future, winning on the fields of friendly strife, and relentlessly pursuing excellence in the field and in the classrooms. As an example of academic excellence, I'm pleased to announce that 4 West Point cadets were among the 32 nationally selected Rhode Scholars for 2022, with 3 more cadets selected as 2022 Marshall Scholars. This marks West Point's best year ever with the most combined Rhodes and Marshall Scholars, another source of intellectual capital for the Army, as these scholars will use their advanced education and research to help the Army solve some of its biggest challenges. However, the most important thing we teach here is character development. Aligned with Army initiatives, we continue to emphasize a culture of character growth, where character development and education begins on day one for the Corps and is woven throughout all aspects of their leader development experience. We strive to teach cadets the importance of building trust and treating people with dignity and respect, so they will become leaders who will build cohesive and winning teams, who will build positive command climates within their formations, and who will reduce the harmful behaviors in our Army. As Secretary Warmuth recently stated, this will ultimately result in a strong, healthy, resilient, and trained force. That is the most important indicator of Army readiness. And the Army continues to invest in modernizing the Academy to enable us to prepare our graduates for the future multi-domain battlefield. Progress continues on the future Cyber and Engineering Academic Center. We've begun renovations on Cullom Hall and the West Point Military Complex at Camp Buckner. And we're on track to complete renovation of Bradley Barracks this summer and begin assembly of the Patton Swing facility, which will set conditions for the longer-term renovations of our academic buildings. The Corps and the entire West Point team are committed to excellence. They're doing the right things the right way every day, and you can be proud of all they're accomplishing, just as you can be proud of the incredible things our graduates are doing throughout the operational Army. But We couldn't do it without you, our dedicated alumni. Through your support of the various Margin of Excellence programs, you help sustain our preeminence and ensure we continue to be the gold standard for leader development. Leaders who live honorably, lead honorably, and demonstrate excellence. And by sharing the West Point and the Army story in your communities, you help us identify and recruit America's best and brightest, who have the desire to serve. One of the Secretary of the Army's objectives is to strategically adapt the way we recruit and retain talent to sustain the all-volunteer force. And to that end, we need to reach out to all Americans from all backgrounds, talents, and geographies and tell the Army story in new and creative ways to give them many reasons to come in and then stay in. Your efforts are crucial to that effort. So, thank you for your continued support, for your passion for your alma mater, and most importantly, thank you for continuing to grip hands with today's cadets, who stand on your shoulders and will carry your legacy forward to pass along to future generations of leaders. Happy Founders Day, and go Army, beat Navy!